welcome or welcome back. In today's video in my channel, which is your channel, we have Patrick Ta in the house. And if you're ready for today's video, keep on watching. Mwah! Because we finally about to play with the brand new Major Dimension 2 Rose eyeshadow palette from Patrick Ta. Don't come for me, please. I know that this baby came out already like a week ago and I'm just now putting this video up. I'm sorry. I literally feel bad because I think I'm the last one to put this video up, and no, I feel like I let you guys down when I'm not fast enough. You know, like I used to post every day and I'm sure you guys already noticed like a little change, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm like slowing things down or I'm somewhere else and not here where I'm supposed to be. Not at all. You guys know that this is one of the things that I love to do the most. I actually wanted to tell you guys this on my last video, but then I got into the whole whatever I was reviewing and then I forgot about it. But I'm going back and forth to Orlando, like no lie, every other day. A little bit complicated right now. I have to go calm the kids, the work. As soon as I get home late, I record. But I do have a couple of videos backed up, but at the same time, new makeup keeps coming and I want to show you guys the new stuff. But just have in mind that 9 out of 10, I always pick up the new makeup. So if you have a question or you want to pick up a product before I put my video up, go follow me on Instagram, TikTok, send me an email, ask me whatever you want to ask me about the product. If you want swatches, pictures, I'm more than happy to send it to you. So just work with me, have me a little bit of patience, give me like another month, and you guys know that I always go hard. I'll be back to posting every day, I promise. Get up and less talking and more action. Most of the products that I have on my face, except the foundation, it is from Patrick Ta. So I am going to be linking all the products in my description box. You have her. It is $68, made in USA, and the packaging is basically the same as his first palette. That of course I have it right here, and we are going to be comparing them. But I did notice that in the new one, he added this little outline around the whole front of the palette that is making it look so much luxe. I love that. Definitely knows his shape. But what this little outline right here tells me, which for some people it might be something super small and stupid, for the people that really pays attention to like every little detail, that only means that he is all about improving his products. And yes, I'm so with that. If you look at the front of this packaging and then now we move to this one, that little detail around the front of the package does makes a big difference when you have these two together. Yes or no? I just noticed that we also have the outline in the back of the palette. See? So let me introduce you to this baby. So in here we're getting rose tones and neutral shades with a mix of warm, cool, and neutrals, matte, satins, and pearlescent shades. We also getting two cream shadows, this one and this one, that creates the perfect base for all your other shadows. Love the fact that he always adds the little plastic little tapita to his blushes and also to both of his shadows, so the shimmers and the powders don't get in there, and then you also don't want to get cream into your powders. So let's do some live swatches, and then I am going to be swatching his first baby. Let me put them side by side so you can see them. Oh, they're so stunning, but you see how they're totally different shades. This is rose and this is neutrals, nudes, browns. I'm gonna start from the top row and then we're gonna go like that and then we'll move to the bottom. Oh, look at that. This makes me happy. This one is Loyal. It is a rosy beige cream. This one is Affair. It is a metallic purple with pink reflex, and oh my gosh, look at that shade. That shade would travel a mile down your arm. When I swatched it this morning, I was like, Desire, it is a warm rose with gold pearls. Lost, it is an iridescent pink pearl topper. So this is more like a topper. And I love the formulation of it because it doesn't feel thick. Like you literally don't feel the glitter, the sparkles at all. Then we have Romance. It is a multicolor Cool Pink Pear Topper. The formulation of this one, it is the same one as this one. Look how pretty they are. Even though they're topper, they're super reflective. Then we have Adore. It is a metallic warm champagne. This one is the other cream shadow. It is Unfaithful and it is a chocolate brown. This one is a deep brown matte. We have Passion. It is a plum brown matte. This one is a cool mauve matte. That one is super pretty. This one is a pink beige matte. And then last but not least, we have Crush. It is a pale pink matte. I recommend you that if you're gonna apply the two cream shades by yourself on your whole entire lid, set them. Apply at least a little bit of powder. You don't really need that much, but just apply a little bit on top, especially if you have oily lids, because you don't want them to crease. Let me bring you all up in my grill. Let me show you really quick how I created this look, which was so simple and quick. And stay tuned for the end of the video so I can give you my final thoughts, no BS. We're gonna start with Loyal, the lightest cream shade. And I'm going to start by packing this cream shadow all the way in my lid, up into my crease. I'm gonna keep it right here. I'm not gonna pass my crease. And look at this pigmentation. Like, you don't need no more than this. This is literally like one swipe type of situation for sure. Look how pretty that looks. I'm happy with just applying this on my whole entire lid. Blend it out right here. So mascara, and we have a look. My Ref 02, I'm also packing the same shadow on my lower lash. Now with the Makeup by Ariel 820, we're going to be picking up this one. This looks just like the cream shadow. So we're going to be using this shade to blend the edges of the cream. And I'm just going to do little patty motions all around the edges of the cream shadow. Look how beautiful it blends. It melts into the skin. And then the formulation of the cream shadows, it's like perfection. Like, it's not too emollient, it's not too creamy, too dewy. It hits the spot. I promise you that this is a look. You're done. Look how pretty my whole entire lid looks. I'm fucking obsessed with the way these two shades transition together. They look like they're the same exact shades. No way. And you cannot see where did the cream shadow starts, where did it end, which that's a pet peeve that I have with creams and liquid shadows, that if you don't work fast and the right way, they're gonna leave you with a freaking ugly, harsh lines. And you're not gonna have that issue with this cream shadow. Look how pretty it looks. Like, look at that glow. Now with my big fluffy brush, this is the Makeup by Ariel 811. I'm gonna be picking up the lightest shade, and I'm gonna use it to blend my brow bone. I'm just doing the little patty motion, making sure that we don't have no harsh lines. You don't even have to like take your time and blend the shadows because they blend so quick. Now I'm gonna be picking up my Worker Pro from Sonia G, the same one we used to apply the lightest cream shadow. And then now we're gonna be picking up this one, the darkest one, the brown one. And I'm gonna apply right here on my outer V. And I'm going to pick up a little bit more for the inner part of my eye. Just like that. Now with my mini booster from Sonia G, we're going to be picking up the darkest brown right here, which it's almost like the cream shadow that we just applied on my outer V and the inner part of my eye. And I'm going to use it to set the cream shadow that I just applied right here. And a little bit right here. See how I don't even need to build the shadows up to get pigmentation? Like, this is crazy, because you have the cream and then all you're doing is just applying the powder on top, but the pigmentation is already there. Back with my Makeup by Ariel 820, I'm going to be picking up this shade and I'm going to use it to blend the edges of the brown right here on my outer V. Just doing the little patty motion until everything is nice and diffused. The colors go perfect with one another. With the same brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of the same shade. And I'm going to do the same thing right here in the inner part of my eye. I'm blending the edges of the brown. With my fluffy brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of the lighter shade. And I'm just gonna use it to blend the edges of the shade that we just applied. But I'm barely tapping. Like, I'm tapping like 4 or 5 times and I'm done. Okay, so that looks super sharp and clean. Yes. Now for my lower lash, we already applied the base, which was this lightest cream shadow. Now I'm gonna be picking up my flat definer from Sonia G, which I don't see it around, and let me go get it. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this shimmery brown, super intense shade, and I'm gonna apply it on the outer part of my lower lash. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more for the inner part of my lower lash, and I'm gonna be leaving the center alone for another shade. You see how I don't even have no fallout because the cream shadow helps the powder or the shimmers, whatever, to grip a little bit better. So by the time that I place my brush down, the cream shadow already picked the powder up. Now with my Makeup by Ariel 818, I'm gonna be picking up this shade right here and I'm gonna apply it on the center of my lower lash. I'm just gonna pat it in just like this. That's a pretty shade. It's like red, but you see a little bit of green. So pretty. Now the fun part, the glitter, the shimmer, the sparkles, give me all that. I just wiped off my worker brush from Sonia G. This is the brush that I was using when I was working with the cream shadows. And I'm going to be picking up this shade right here. First, I'm going to show you how they look dry, and then I'm going to show you how they look wet, because I did wet them for this eye. But you don't have to wet them. The only reason why I did is because I don't like using my fingers. But if you use your fingers, you don't have to wet your brush, because the shimmers are going to give you the same boom, the same intensity that I got right here from wetting my brush. So this is dry. See, look how pretty. You know what? Fuck it. I have to show you guys how it looks with the fingers. It's my job. So I'm going to be picking up this one. They feel so creamy to the touch. Look at that. Stunning. See? Now we're talking. I'm just going to use my brush to just pat it around. I just like to use the brush because you do have a little bit more control. And then the shimmer is just, I don't know, a little bit more precise. The look is going to come out a lot more cleaner. You see how with my finger I came outside a little bit too much and a little bit too much in the inner part of my eye. I wanted it more like right on the center, but that's fixable. I'm going to pick up my mini booster from Sonia G, and I'm going to be mixing this with this. And I'm just going to pat it right here a little bit. And right here. Now let me wet my brush. And now look at this. And I'm bringing this up all the way by my brow bone. Remember, if you're using shimmer on the center of your lid, bring it all the way up because it makes your eyes look bigger. I'm using the same brush. I just wiped it off a little bit. Now I'm going to pick up a little bit of this one. And I'm going to apply right on top of the shimmer that I already have on my eye. See, once you mix all the sparkles up, wow, it's like on another level. And now I am going to be using my finger to pick up this shade, which is the lightest one, I think, from looking at them out of all the shimmers. And I'm just going to use it to place a little bit of the shimmer right on the center of my lid. And I'm going to try to be careful here because I don't want this all over the shimmer. I only want this shade like right on the center of my lid. So I'm not going to apply like going across my lid. I'm going to go up. So I'm just doing little patting motions going up. And this is just gonna give a little bit of light to the eye. See? Now, depending on how you move, you have that like luminosity right there. It looks so stunning. Let me go apply a little bit of mascara. You apply lashes if you want, and I'll be back. And then look at this. No fallout. That's sick. Now for my tear duct, I'm going to be picking up my BK Beauty 204, like a little small detail brush. And I'm going to pick up this light shade right there. And I'm going to apply right on my tear duct. I'm going to flip my brush with the fly side of it. I'm just gonna bring whatever I applied on my tear duct and I'm just gonna drag it out a little bit right on top of the brown. I pick up a little bit more right with the tip of the brush and I'm gonna bring it right here. This is gonna be like a little pop, a little detail to the eye look. And then now I'm just patting right at the center of those two shades to just transition them together. I'm just reapplying a little bit of All She's Single from Patrick Ta right on the center of my lips. This is one of my favorite nudes lipsticks. Alright babes, so we are done with the application part of this video. Now it's time for my final thoughts, no BS. What do I think about this eyeshadow palette? It is an incredible palette all the way around. I'm so happy to have it and I do recommend it. Yes, I want you to have it. Don't forget that the Sephora VIP sale is still going on, so go take advantage of that and go pick this baby up. Yes, I do like this one a lot more than his first one, and the reason why is because these shimmers, they're way more intense than the shimmers that we get in the other palette. I want to put it to you like this palette will definitely become your go-to palette, but it will always give you like that extra touch. This is the type of shades that people will ask you what's on your eyes every time you have it on. The most about this is that it's just so easy to work with. These shimmers, you don't need no glitter glue, no struggle, no stress. They're so easy to apply. They don't flake, no fallout. They pop like it in your business, and I love the effect they got. They're like super sparkly, they're twingly, they look like little crystals. The mattes, if the shimmers are pigmented, I think you already know what you're gonna get when it comes to the mattes. They're soft, they're so smooth, they feel velvety, they have a lot of pigmentation, but you don't even need to build them up because you have the creams. I love the fact that you can actually apply the creams on top of powders and it's not gonna crease. That's something we can't do with all type of creams. You know that. Like if you want to sandwich all the shades together, you can. Like if you want to apply the cream and then the powder, the cream, it's gonna blend beautifully. Definitely outdid himself with this one. Listen, this is just a beautiful palette to have. You need it in your life, point blank, periods. Don't forget to let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this palette? Do you like it? You don't like it? Do you already picked it up? Don't forget that I love the whole chit-chatting back and forth with you guys. That makes me happy. Thank you again for another great video. I love you all so damn much, to the moon and back. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope now you are considering subscribing and staying with me forever and ever. So go down below and click the little red button and make sure notification bell is on so YouTube can notify you every time I upload new videos. Mwah! See you on the next one.